Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now in this tutorial, I will be teaching us how to solve a problem that many of us have been facing when we're trying to push our codes from our sandbox to our GitHub account. Now, it may have happened to you that while you're trying to push your code, you automatically get to the stage, you add, you commit, and finally you enter git push, and you get a message asking you to input your username, and thereafter it's asking you to input a password. Now, this is a quick fix to solving that problem. Alright, to be able to help us understand what the problem is, I will create a new repo, make a few changes, and attempt to push into the repo with a token that does not work anymore. So if you've used a repo if you've used a token that does not work anymore to clone a repo, and you're trying to push into that repo from your sandbox to your GitHub, it will bring back an error. Alright, join me as we go through the process together. So for this task, I will be creating a new repository. Okay, so let me call my repository personal access token fix. Description: this is a tutorial to fix issues with pushing codes to GitHub. Alright, I'll make the repo public and then I'll create the repository. Alright, my repository has been created, so I'll copy the name of the repository so it'll be easier for me to paste it in my sandbox. Okay, so I change my directory to root. Now I'm in my sandbox. My present working directory indicates that I'm in root, so I will perform the clone here. So git clone. Alright, so let me get a token that does not work. This token doesn't work, so I'll just copy it. I'll paste it accordingly. So at github.com/ my username / let me copy the name of the file once again. Okay, so the name of the file is personal access token.git. Okay, good. Cloning into done. Warning, you appear to have cloned an empty repository. So once again, I change my directory to the directory I just created. Good. I am currently inside my directory. As you can see, I am currently inside the personal access token _ fix. That's the directory that I just created from my GitHub account. Okay, so at this point, let me make a README file. So now I have a file in my repository. Okay, for formality's sake, let me just create a short file, vi personal. Okay, so let's say because currently we are doing C, so let me just put a C file in it. Okay, so I should have named it personal.c because it's a C file, but irrespective of that, I can change the name afterwards. Okay, so I start include, let me put my standard IO file. Let me also include my standard library. Okay, that's fine. Let me create a comment. Okay, so let me save at this point. Then let me rename the file to a C file so that the behavior of the file works properly. Okay, so let me vi the file now. Personal .c. Okay, so you see it's now behaving like a C file. Okay, so let me create a comment. Main entry point return always 0 success, and I close the comment. Alright, so I have my int main. Let me call that void, put an argument. So let's say I initialize an integer, say I. Okay, so let me just do a for loop. All this is just not necessary. I equals to 0, you initialize. Anytime you're using your for loop, you must always initialize, then give the relationship I less than or equal to 5, then the increment I plus plus. Okay, so print f. So print okay, so I want it to print I for me for each of the iterations. So /n. Okay, let's print I n. Okay, so sorry, it terminates the statement. Okay, so good. Then I complete my return file. Return 0 terminate statement, then close the main. Good. So I've created a C file. Okay, let me better check the file to make sure there are no issues. Good. There are no issues with the Betty check. Okay, so I will attempt to compile the code. Okay, so sorry, int. Oh, sorry. Let me just quickly go back into that. I initialized I not n, so I should. Let's see. Okay, so you see that it was I was working with, so I ought to select I there. Okay, so the fix has been done. Once again, just go on the view queue, save and quit the file. So once that is done, once again, let me clear my screen, and I attempt to compile the code. Okay, so this is what you should get. Alright, so the code has successfully compiled, as we can see the output here. Now I'm done, so let me attempt to git add, git commit, use a commit message, token, okay, and then I git push. Okay, so now you see that after I git push, it's requesting for a password. Sometimes in your own case, it may request for a username, then you input the username. But when you want to type in the password now, it's not going to indicate that you're typing a password. So make sure that at this point, you have not typed anything in place of the password. So all you need to do is, I'll go back to my token storage now. Now I have another token that works. So all you need to do is either you create a new token that works, or use an existing token that you know is very valid. And when you come back to your sandbox, make sure nothing has been entered before. Just paste in the new the password you copied from your the new token you copied, and press enter. Excellent. You can see that after I copied and I pasted what I got from my I pasted this code, this token that is valid automatically what happens, you'd see that it says it's been able to now push all of these files into my repo on my GitHub. Okay, so let's confirm if really that is true. So I'll refresh this page now, and yes, you can see that the 3 files that I just created from my sandbox has been added successfully into this repo. Irrespective of the fact that I used a token that was invalid, you can still push files into that particular repo. All you need to do is follow the steps that I just outlined. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. Once again, do not forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up to this video if you enjoyed it. And if this video really assisted you at one point in time, all you need to do is leave a comment below, and I'm sure to attend to that comment. I'll see you next time. Bye.